Well, it's official. Old Man Winter has finally arrived. Snow is falling. It's cold out here. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. The pig empire is still moving, even in December. And today, we have a big decision to make. With both pig barns up and running, we just had our best corn harvest to date. And the bank account is looking good at $500,000. But the numbers don't add up. So today, we're getting ready for the next stage of the farm. Because I was looking at our feed numbers, and with spring planting coming and trying to get a game plan together, and where these pigs are headed, we're going to need some growth. And what I mean by growth is we're going to buy a new tractor today. Just joking. That's what I want to do. But realistically, a new tractor isn't going to feed our pigs. Now, it may help get our corn to our pigs, but it's not going to help feed our pigs. Trust me, I want a new tractor. But we need some more acres, to be truthfully honest with you. Our pig empire is growing, and we're getting new pigs every couple of months. And we're just not going to have enough acres, plant corn, feed this growing operation. So today, we're going to look at some land. All right. Well, we already harvested field 1, field 9, and field 10, and field 26. Those have all been corn, and that's what we got last time. I want to buy field 24 and 25 and 27. Now, 27 is planted by wheat, and it's owned by another guy named Walter. We're going to have to negotiate that price with him and see if he's willing to sell that land to us. But 25 and 24 are still vacant. So we're going to buy those, and we're going to merge 25, 24, and 26 all into one field. That's going to give us 3 huge fields into one big field. And we're just not buying random land. We're buying corn security. Because we can't wait for our feed to run short. Because our pigs need to continue to grow. And we got to get ahead of this problem. Let me explain how this is going to work. We've got over 1 million liters of TMR sitting right here in this silo. And our cows aren't going to go through that much. So I've already loaded up, I think it's 100,000, but it could be something else. I don't remember what this trailer holds. Right? 100,000. We're going to sell 300,000 liters of TMR right now because it's winter. And the feed in the animal buying barn needs some TMR to help feed their animals. So we're going to drive down there and we're going to sell that. So once I get 300,000 liters sold, bring you back in and show us our total. All right, as we roll back in here, we're about ready to get to the animal buying facility. This is where we're going to be selling our TMR. Now, I just want you guys to understand. The cows have feed security. There's still going to be a good amount of TMR left in there, over 600,000 liters of TMR, and so they're fine. We're going to roll in here and we're going to sell these 300,000 liters, plus what we make in January off the cheese sale, and then we're going to buy some land. So let's dump our first load, and let's see what we're going to get. We're getting $1,132 per 1,000 liters. We have 100,000 liters here. So with the 300,000 of TMR and our cheese sale, which we're roughly going to sell, I think, between 75 and 80,000 liters of cheese, to push us pretty close to $1 million to be able to buy some field. And that's going to take care of us. And what my plan is to do one big corn harvest, and then one straw harvest, and then one corn harvest and one straw harvest. And we'll work in some grass in there as well. We got $114,041 plus an additional $10,552 for our environmental score for taking care of the fields with precision. So we're going to take that total right there, and we're going to times that by 3, and that's what's going to be our total here. So I'm not going to watch you. I'm not going to have you guys watch me sell all 300,000. I'll bring you back in the last one so you can see what the total is. Well, we roll back in here and we're selling our last 1,000 liters of TMR. I've realized that we've built something here. We gave us a little bit of infrastructure to help move the needle and take the farm to the next level. The cows are going to be perfectly fine. There's still 680,000 liters of TMR. And realistically, they're not going to touch that for a while. They're growing, the herd's growing, and they're having babies and producing a ton of milk for us. But feed is not anything that they're struggling to have. Unlike our pigs, this TMR sale is going to help us get to where we need to be. But that's not the only thing we're going to sell. We have cheese coming up next month in January. And that cheese sale is going to help us put us over the top on what we need to do with money to be able to buy the land that we need to buy, keep the pig empire moving forward in the right direction. So another $100 and basically $24,000 in the bank. The total is $890,479. Almost $900,000. I'm glad that we were able to cut as much grass as we did and put as much TMR in the silo to help us. I'm going to drive the truck and trailer back home. I'm going to call it for the month of December. Take a nap, wake up. It'll be January. We'll sell the cheese, and we're going to go buy some land. Well, it's almost 9 o'clock in game. I waited an hour this morning to see if the cheese price was going to fluctuate or not. And where I wanted to sell it was to the pizzeria. And it's starting to decrease a little bit. So, right now, you're going to pull in here and drop off our first truck. We have 86,000 liters of cheese to sell today. That's right, you heard me. 86,000 liters of cheese. And it's been a good month. Been a good year, not even a year. Been, 6 months or so in game of selling cheese. And I'm gonna get my super strength out here and move this one pallet. I'm gonna go back and we'll grab the rest of it. Guys, this cheese isn't just a product anymore for me. It's helping take care of the next piece of the pig empire. The whole farm now has to work together. Pigs are creating pressure, and the dairy helps create money. And the money is going straight towards new acres. So between the TMR sales and our 2 trucks of cheese, we are moving in the right direction. Get this last load dumped in here. Between the TMR sales and the cheese sales, disperse the bank account for $1.1 million. And I can't be more grateful. I really truly can't. We have taken 250 pigs and now we've made it into a full farm. One piece of the pie is helping the other piece of the pie grow. And that's what we're trying to do here at the Pig Empire. We're trying to make Papacy Farms a complete wheel. And everything we do moving forward will help us grow in each way. We haven't even had our first pig sale, and we're not even going to be doing that for another months. But we're going to have baby pigs here again in a couple more months. Then another baby pig. The cycle is just going to. We're not stopping. We are going to push forward. Grow this as big as we possibly can. But with 1.1 sitting in the bank, and the land that we've already talked about, we're going to park this truck, and we're going to get the map. We're going to go buy us makers. Now we're going to merge 26 into the other two fields. We can't do anything with the third field because it's growing wheat already. And I wasn't about to pull up and plow through Walter's crop. He's given us a smoking deal on the establishment on the piece of field. And that's what we're going to do. So here we go. 25. Pot. 24. Pot. And 27. Pot. There we go. 3 more fields, pot. And so my plan is to take 25, 24, 26, and merge them into one big field. We're also going to take 8, plow over the grass, and connect these 3 fields together to make one big long field for corn. That's what we're going to do. That's how it's going to be. And out here, watching the snowfall, it feels like the next chapter. It's not just field purchases. This is insurance for the pig empire. Every acre now gives us a better chance to avoid feed panic fever. We still have a lot of work to do. We'll have to prep the ground, figure out how I want to merge them, in which direction, and get ready for the next planting window. But the decision is done, and the land is ours. This is going to do it for episode 13. We started in December with the snow moving in and the feed numbers not adding up. We sold 300,000 liters of TMR. Moved us into January. We watched the cheese price. We sold cheese. And we used that money to buy land that the pig empire needed. I wasn't just spending money. If I was just spending money, I'd have bought us a brand new shiny tractor. This farm is using its own system to fund the next steps. The pigs are growing, the barns are expanding, and now the land base is finally starting to catch up. Next time, this new ground needs to become corn, because the pig empire is not slowing down. So thanks for watching, and grow through what you go through.